Hello everyone and welcome to Best Side Cycling. Today it's a gorgeous day in Seattle. I'm here with my Brompton and we are going to head over to South Lake Union. So I figured what I do today is really show off a lot of the bike network that was built here in downtown over the past few years. There's many ways to connect to South Lake Union, but this is probably the way that quote unquote they intended you to do it, or quote unquote I would say involves the most protected sort of bike lanes and intersections. So yeah, we're gonna end up in Lake Union Park, so let's start rolling. We're gonna start out here at 8th and Pike, and basically how it works is that if you're going sort of towards South Lake Union, towards north, you use 8th Avenue, and then if you're coming south, you use 7th. And then there sort of has these protected bike lanes situated in the one-lane directions corresponding with the road. So the pro of using these lanes is definitely that you're gonna have a lot more sort of protection and barriers and stuff. The downside, I would say, is that there is a lot of intersections and a lot of lights that you'll end up waiting for. So if this video ends up about me talking a lot, waiting here, then so be it. But figured it's such a nice day, so it's a good day just to roll around. So yeah, you'll see here on 8th, these lanes go sort of off street. And then you definitely need to watch out with all the different driveways here. There's like hotels and different things, so very easily there could be some conflicts. As you can see, all the crosswalks painted over the bike lanes too. So definitely I say this is suited for sort of more for just slower riders and things, because you don't, and whenever you go off street and you go too fast, there's just too many hazards that can potentially pop out. And that's why sometimes when I ride through downtown, I pick some other roads where I just ride there. But here, yeah, as mentioned, there's, whoa, actually we got the light, never mind. Wow, that's pretty good luck. So yeah, we're passing Stewart now, and you can see we stay here relatively on the left, but for some reason after Virginia it has the switches over, so you'll see how this works here in a second. But yeah, these bike lanes have been built here for a while now, not since I moved, but sometime around I think 2018, 2019 I think, but they're still a key way of how to get around the Seattle area from downtown to Salt Lake Union, so they're pretty helpful. Yeah, so you see, the thing is also that to use these intersections well, you definitely need some type of metal bike or at least alloy rims to trigger those bike sensors, because there was an advanced light for the cross diagonal turn. So that's sort of like a hidden pro tip. Like if you want a good commuter bike, please, like it is nice to ride a carbon bike to work to be fast, but like if you want to ride in the city and make most of some of these intersections, it's sometimes frustrating that you can't. So here, it seems like we're supposed to use the pedestrian light. Or I don't see why not. But yeah, the lighting here is also confusing because there's no bike signal light, but I usually use the pedestrian light there until you get to this part. And then this section here does have a bike signal light. So then you have a more clear signal to go. Yeah. This happens a lot actually here around here, because all the intersections around Denny Triangle and Westlake, they're like really awkwardly shaped. Like they're not like a grid formation at all. I heard the history between like basically the previous real estate powers of like Denny, Mercer, and all those guys, and how their weird blocks come together is sort of how this came about. But yeah, this is what we have now. So yeah, now you're facing this direction. I don't think this signal is bike detected because there's nothing to follow, but there's tracks right underneath us, so watch out for those. And then onwards we go. But yeah, this section, there's no protection, just some painted lanes here. As this basically will take us to Bell, which then we can use to get to 9th. So over on 7th Avenue though, that whole section has sort of full-on bike lanes. But now that I'm thinking about it, I don't get why 8th doesn't have anything here yet. I wonder if they're gonna add something. All right, let's go. So crossing Blanchard now. you can get a pretty good view of the Space Needle. So how I would connect from here is recommend basically going onto Bell Street here, where you sort of connect onto 9th Avenue. So there's also another bit of an awkward formation here, where this one's probably worse than the other one because this is only a four-way stop, but it has you going from the left side all the way to the right. So this one, honestly, I just wait till there's no cars. Once there's no cars, then you can sort of go and then get here. I guess this tour ended up being just showing off how awkward our bike lanes are more than anything else. But once you've seen it before, get used to it, then you can ride it. Man, those lanes are really low. Man, if I wasn't so short, it definitely would have hit me. And then, yeah, you can see a ton of people using these bike lanes, either here or maybe on Dexter Avenue for the commuters trying to get back to Fremont or to the North Seattle. But yeah, and this section up there, here on 9th, not this particular area right now, but this is also a candidate for the Even Better Bike Lanes program, where they've been installing like better protection through like concrete or other means. So really looking forward to that, because you can see that probably that section there, all the flex posts were already like destroyed, and they just put in some temporary cones. But we'll see what comes next. But yeah, you can definitely see a lot of other cyclists just going up down this corridor, as basically this gives us a straight shot to Lake Union, and it's pretty simple. But the other really cool thing to talk about is actually this upcoming signal crossing Mercer Street. Those of you new to Seattle, you might not know, but Mercer Street is definitely one of the busiest sort of thoroughfares around here, because it basically connects all of Seattle Center to the highways, the I-5. So there's just like 6 lanes of traffic each, or maybe even more. Is it 6? Yeah, 6 lanes of traffic each way, or both ways, that's going back and forth. So everyone's just trying to turn onto Mercer. And then recently they made a signal change here where they made it so that the people going straight can go first. So it just stops a lot of the conflicts going back and forth, because before they always had bikes sort of stuck here, because they would do the left turn first, and then as people went straight, we would be caught behind the car. So you can see it sort of just here in action, where this new signal improvement just didn't change anything, just how the signals worked made it a lot simpler. But after just another couple blocks ahead, we'll be at Lake Union, and that's where we'll pause this video for today. But yeah.
Hey, look, I just heard your voice.
Oh yes, good. Sorry, what's your name?
Noah.
Yeah, I'll stop at Lake Union Park, so we can talk there in a second. Yeah. Nice. And then yeah.
Is this your the new one? No, this is your older one, right?
This is my older one. Yeah. So I have a mid bar, a more my cruising type, and then the T line's my low, flat bar. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Here, wait. Let's stop at the park for a second. I have stickers I can give you.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
With that, we made it here to Lake Union. It's a beautiful day, so there's a ton of people here. But yeah, that's more or less sort of how you use those bike lanes. I didn't realize it'd be as chaotic as it was, maybe because I'm just so used to it, but interesting just to go through it anyway. So let me know what you think, where I should ride next, and I'll see you in the next video.